Welcome back, everybody. It's Rama from Junk Journal Divas. Hello, my friends. I have some really fantastic stuff to share today. Oh my goodness, you should see my my mess has gone over into the dining room because I need my big long table to separate all of these beautiful appliques. They are large pieces of appliques, so these packages are so fun. I am going to show you the packets that I have so far. I'll probably have some more that will be made up, but I wanted to do some videos now while I have some sunlight. So this is the first pack, and this one is silver pink. And let's open her up here. All right, so we've got this piece of trim. So this is 28 inches long, plenty of trim to use in various places. And then wait to see this one. How beautiful. How beautiful is this? This delicate, beautiful embroidered trim here. This piece is actually 34 inches. Now, one of the great things about all the applique pieces is that they are, for the most part, they're not just snippets, they're large chunks, large pieces. So you can cut them up if you wish, or you can leave them all together. So this one is kind of a 3D applique. I'll hold it up here with some little gems and pearls on it. This is about, we've got 8 inches and about 6.5, embroidered with sequins on, so you can see the shimmer there. It's about 9 and 3.5 going this way. And then we have this big leaf. So this is 8 inches and going from here to the top, 3.5. Now this is one large piece. This is at least 18 inches. Let me hold this up so you can see. So going from the end, you can see all the pearls on it. Isn't this just beautiful? And there's so many different things. I'm thinking as I go through and package these up, you know, how many different things you could use this for. So we've got this huge piece, and we're getting to the kind of smaller pieces. This one is 8 and 4 inches this way, so that's still pretty big. A 3D flower, you can see there. Then we have this piece. It's kind of that silvery color with some pink sequins on, very pale pink. Okay, and this one is 8 the whole way across and 3.5 from top to bottom. So you can see that one. This one, and it's lined here with those pink sequins. This one with the beads. This is about 3 by 3. And then this piece. Now just this center flower piece is a little over 2 inches. So just to kind of give you an idea. And then I've got some silver leaves. This is about 3 by 3. 3 of these little velvet embellishments with some beads on. So this is the pink and silver package. Okay, so again, I'm going to kind of start at the bottom for these larger pieces. A piece of this corded lace, and this is 9.5 by 12. We have a bunch of this beautiful lace trim, and this is a pretty large piece here, about 40 inches long. This little snippet, this is about 2.5 by 5.5. embroidered piece. Pieces of this lace with leaves on it. So there's 2 of these pieces, and they are different sizes. 5 by 10 and 4 by 8. And then one of these silver leaves. Again, these are about 7.5 to 3.5. Okay, another large one. This is about 10 by 5. 10 going the whole way across and 5 inches tall. So we've got the golds in throughout there and the beads. This one is also 10 by 5. So like this, for example, you could cut up and get a lot of use out of it. You can see all of the bead work there. Okay, and then a little piece of this with silver and gold. And this is about 5.5 and 4 inches this way, approximately. And this one about 3 by 4.5. Got the 3D flowers on there. The silver color. And how beautiful. We've got the feathers and the 3D flower. And some gems on there. This one is 4 by 6. So there's a lot of different ways you could go with this because you have light blue here. With this color, you could go, I mean, you could go with golds or silver with these. So that's why I kind of included both. And then just some little snippets here, some little pieces to add on. Some navy with sequins. And then these 2 little pieces, little snippets also. So that is the navy pack, and you can see, I mean, I could easily cut this up and make it into 2 different packs, but it was just so pretty. I have a hard time cutting up these appliques. So this has a lot of navy in it, as well as this brighter blue color. So again, let's start at the bottom here with the larger pieces. Okay, I've got this long piece of lace. This is in half, so this is about 34 inches, and that is a 3 inches wide. This pretty trim with the gems on, embroidered. So this piece is about 24 inches long. This large piece of the white, and that's the 3D flowers on there. This is about 5 by 7. This is about 1.5 by 7. Just a little snippet of trim here. Another one of these silver leaves, 7.5 inches long. And then this large piece, this is about 7 by 8. And again, you've got the 3D flowers and the gems on there and some pearls. This one is navy. This is about 7.5 long in length. So you can see there's a lot of different things going on there. This one's 5.5 long. So again, this would be great to just cut those individual flowers out, and you could use those on tags throughout your journal. This one is 6 by 4. This one's beautiful. Look at all the beading and sequins on there. This is 5 by 7. The 3D flowers, and again, this would be a really easy piece to cut into individual pieces. 3.5 by 5. So we have the 3D flower and lots of beads on there. And this is about 4 by 5. Another one of these with the feathers and the 3D flowers there. Okay, so this package I am calling Royal with the royal blue. Okay, and then this one I'm calling Lavender. Okay, so for the Lavender pack, let me see. This is about 8 inches and 13 inches wide. And this is a piece of a vintage doily. Let me hold it up here so you can see all the embroidery work. And then we've got the lace on the edges here. So you've got this large piece, a little snippet of this trim. This is 6 inches. Beautiful embellished piece. There are 2 of these. So this is, just to give you an idea, 10 this way and 10 by 7. So just to give you an idea, and there are 2 of these. Then we have this beautiful piece of corded lace trim, and this is 14 and a little over 3 inches. It's a nice big chunk. This would be perfect for a pocket. And then we're getting to the lavender pieces here. We've got this little edge piece here. Let me see. This is 9 inches in length and about 3 inches tall. And then this one we've got 7.5 by 4 across. Easily be cut into 2 pieces there. This is 7 in length and about 3.5 at the widest point there. Okay, this one is really big. This is 11 in length and 8 inches tall. So that's what I mean. I had to do a video because you just cannot get everything in photos. So I'll start here with this 3D flower. Got the little pink pearls, lots of embroidered flowers. These have the sequins going around the petals and gems on there. So just to lay this out and kind of get a look here, it's a nice big piece. And this, if you're including the leaves here, is about 5 by 5. Just another chunk of that same thing with one of the pink flowers. Then this 1.5 by 7, this little piece of trim. Got the beads and sequins on there. And then this little piece, how cute are these little flowers? So you could cut those and use individually on tags or something. And then lastly, I have these 2 little velvet embellishment pieces. Again, this one is lavender. Okay, then this one is purple. So in the purple and lavender pack, I have a piece of this. Let's see, and again, it's about 8 by 13-ish. Hold it up again. So this same piece, these same embellished large pieces, 2 of them. And this one is 9 by 7, but they're pretty big. And like I said, there's 2 of them. And 4 by 16, this delicate pink lace. This looks like my avocado dyed paper color. I just love this color. Approximately 3 by 14, piece of the corded lace trim. You guys know I'm crazy about the corded lace. I even like to just cut out little tiny pieces just to kind of add onto a tag or something. And then we've got this piece. This is like 5.5 by 4.5. The purple and pink flowers and the pink beads. A little snippet of this trim that's about 5.5. purple pieces out here. Let's see. It's about 4.5 by 4.5. That's a perfect little pocket. This is about 10 inches long and 4.5 wide. So that's a nice big piece. You could easily cut that into some pieces. This is a 3.5 by 6 piece with embellished purple beads. This one's about 4.5, about the same, 4.5 by 4.5-ish. Larger piece here. And then we have a little snippet. This is about 3 inches long. That I put in. Got these guys. Some of this floral, these little flowers. And it's 20 inches of this velvet trim and 2 of these little embellishments. This one again is purple. Okay, I'm calling this one Cranberry Wine. Okay, so I've got this piece. This is really vintage hanky here. And this is, I'm gonna say 11.5 by 5.5. We've got this larger piece of lace trim. Let's see. And this is about 5 by 30 inches in length. So a big piece of this. And then a skinnier one. Let's see, this is about 2 inches wide. About 30 as well in length. Got some golds in with this one. Now this, as you can see, is another large piece that I just did not want to cut up. So this to the end of the leaf here, so we've got like 10 by 7. Then this little piece of trim is 9 inches. I thought this kind of pulled the two colors together. I love these guys. If you can see, this is the beads with the sequins also. I love this stuff. And what did I say? This is 8 inches. 7 inches. Another one of these pieces of trim. 7 inches. Just a little snippet piece of lace. We're getting into the more wine purple colors here. This is 3.5 by 3.5, so you could cut those individual flowers to use. 7 inches on this little piece of trim. 6 inches. This is 6 inches in length. And this is 6 by 9. Large piece here. So you see this can kind of go to the more cranberry side or more wine color or purple. So, because you've got the purple here, lots of uses there. And then some little snippets that I threw in here. This one is the Cranberry Wine. This one, I'm not sure what to call it. I don't know, let's open it up. Okay, so again, starting at the bottom here. So this has black and this dark wine color. I'm gonna call it Goth Glam. 3.25 by 24 inches. And this is that elastic stuff. This would be great for pockets or a nice belly band, all kinds of stuff. My sequenced fabric here. Let me see, this is, well, let's see, this is approximately 10 in length, 6.5, 10 by 6.5-ish. I didn't include, you know, this part because it's not straight. I just left it as is. And then I included some of the tulle that was underneath it. So this is approximately 40 by 8 inches. So a nice big piece of this to layer. Okay, now this is the large piece here. This is really big, as you can see, and I did not cut it. It is all together, so you can cut it, you know, if you want, but with the black underneath, I thought if somebody wants to wrap that around a cover or something, or a piece of it wrap around a cover, like right here, you know, you could layer and you would want that black mesh maybe under it. So let me see here. This, my goodness, so this is 14 this way. And just going to the end of this leaf here is 8 inches. So you've got this edge. Now that edge, if you would want to use it, this edge piece right here, this embroidered edge, is almost 10 inches. But I didn't include that in my measuring. So let me hold this up here. We've got lots of 3D flowers, those pink pearls, just beautiful. So again, this is a really large piece you could easily put on a cover and then take some little sections to add throughout your book, or whatever it is that you're using it for. Velvet trim, this is 1 inch wide and 24 inches long. This would be a great, if you wanted to do a tie closure. Little corner applique piece. Let's see if I can hold this up here. And this is kind of 7 inches, 7 by 7. 8.5 inch. I thought this could pull out that wine color in there. And then 2 of these large butterflies. Is the Goth Glam. Okay, I have one more. I'm calling this one Shades of Autumn. So let me see, let me start underneath here with these pieces. 3 by 20 for this piece of trim. And this is 8 by 7. Now you could cut this down the middle because you can see those 2 edges are decorative. This is 10 inches and 8 inches if I go from leaf to leaf. So this large gold piece. Yellow flower snippet with the beads on it. Then I included a little piece of this black corded lace that if you want to kind of do a page to go that direction. And you kind of have some darker, you know, colors in here. Red, it's kind of a dark red. 3D flower. And they just kind of tie the colors together. How well do these go? This is 8 inches and 7 inches for this one. 8 by 3.5 piece of sari silk that's embellished. This piece is about 4 by 7, just to give an idea. Here is another piece. And then this piece here. So lots of colors here, almost like a magenta color going into wine We've got some yellow gold. Another little snippet. This is 13 inches. This pretty little piece of lace. A little snippet of this guy here, the tassel. And they are taped off at the end so it stays together. Okay, so this one has a lot of different pieces, lots of mixture of colors. And this one I'm calling Shades of Autumn. So there you go, guys. I have, most of these I have 2 of. I only have 1 of the Goth Glam. I'm gonna get these into my shop and then I will start some more packages. So I hope you like these. They were so much fun to put together. I'm excited to do more. I also have some beautiful sari fabric that is coming from India. So these will be the more delicate, embellished pieces of silk sari fabric. I also have a bunch of my fuzzy yarns, I call them. If you guys watch my channel, you know I'm always using this stuff, especially on tags and things. If you put a little piece of lace and then put some of these fibers with the lace for your topper, it just looks so nice. So there are 2 different listings because I could not put photos all in one listing. So there are 2 different listings for these. And just to kind of show you some examples, got the pinks here. I love the sequined pieces. There is spring, had blue and blue raspberry. And you guys, I started measuring and there's so many different threads in here that it got too hard to try and actually go by the yardage. So listen, this is a 4.5 by 3.5 spool and I just filled it up. And these are all $8. Here's green and daffodil. This one I'm calling ice and forest. Or frozen. I think I called this frozen. I have neutral and purple. This one is summer and midnight. And I think there's a few more colors, but just so you know, there's 2 different listings. And hopefully by this evening, I will have all of my packages for the embellishment packages up in my Etsy shop. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to come over to Junk Journal Divas because I share a little discount promo code for all of my diva sisters. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.